This is your Barbados Today morning news update for Friday, December the 7th. I'm Emmanuel Joseph. Thanks for joining us. Topping the news at this hour, a fabrication. That is how Dennis Kellman, the last Minister of Housing and Lands under the former Friendly Stewart administration, described the findings of the Public Accounts Committee of Parliament, which accused him of intruding in the day-to-day affairs of the state-owned National Housing Corporation to the financial detriment of the corporation. The 74-page 2013 to 2018 report, which was laid and debated in the House of Assembly Tuesday, said Kellman and his predecessor, Michael Lashley, overreached their authority by micromanaging the operations of the NHC, including the award and oversight of contracts. But Kellman told Barbados Today it's not true.
Anybody who knows this minister will tell you that that's not true. They do not get involved in business. Their minds actually, the comment was made that I'm one of the ministers that did not do anything like that. And when I say one of the ministers, I do not mean a minister of the present government. I mean, at that time, the past government. On the overall, you will not find me doing the NHC, doing this or doing that. So whoever made the charge obviously did not know what they were saying or were fabricating, you know. But it's something I need to check on it because it's a very unfair and a very serious charge.
Kellman also defended his decision to sell Crown land at Lancaster for $35 per square foot, well over $900,000 less than what was recommended by the NHC directors.
The decision to turn Lancaster into commercial was made by Barbados Labour Party in 2003, and they sought to sell it to the rich and famous at $65 to keep out the normal man. The Democratic Labour Party lived with its philosophy and involving everybody and sold it at a reasonable price. But another thing that you must consider, if it was at a giveaway price of $35 a square foot, why are there still lots to be sold?
Former Minister of Housing Michael Lashley cannot be reached for comment. In other news now, the president of the Prison Officers Association of Barbados is expected to appear in court this morning on 4 charges related to inciting mutiny or sedition at Her Majesty's Prison, Dodds St. Philip. Trevor Brown, a prison officer with 34 years of service under his belt, was informed of the charges while in custody for allegedly encouraging other prison officers to stage a sick-out at the prison. Brown is charged that between May 1 and 9, he maliciously endeavored to seduce prison officer Chanel Ellis Vaughan from her duty and did the same thing to Othniel Austin, David Davis, and Stevenson Trotman during the same period. If convicted, the prison officer could face up to 1 year behind bars. The Barbados Workers' Union and the Barbados Water Authority are no closer to settling the dispute over whether some recently retrenched workers from the state-owned water company will receive national insurance and unemployment benefits. After 5 hours of talks yesterday afternoon, BWU consultant Sir Roy Trotman revealed that due to the implications that a decision could have on other areas of the public sector, the union's hierarchy has decided to refer the matter to government for guidance. He further explained that while the BWA understands the union's position, they were not willing to accept any culpability in the matter.
There's regional and international news after this short break.
Barbados Today, news you can trust.
We're back with news from the region now. Trinidad and Tobago's top military officer says the role the Defense Force has been playing in support of law enforcement has placed a significant strain on its servicemen and women, but says it is committed to winning the war on crime. Joel Brown of TV6 News reports.
At the end of the two-day Caribbean Nations Security Conference, a revelation that the talks were not only about wider regional concerns.
Had bilateral meetings with the Trinidad and Tobago Defense Force and with Minister of Security Young, and was particularly pleased to have a dialogue with Minister Young about items of importance that are mutually important to the security of the United States of America and Trinidad and Tobago.
The conversation about security in Trinidad and Tobago has changed since the high-level drug busts and arrests that have occurred during Police Commissioner Guy Griffith's first 3 months in office. Over the past few years, however, the military had been involved in the war on crime.
We are challenged and it has put a significant strain, but we are highly motivated to support law enforcement, the police, in building capacity and lending resources where required.
And on the international scene, Democrat Dan McCready is withdrawing his concession in a North Carolina congressional race where investigators are probing allegations of election fraud. McCready got 905 fewer votes than Republican Mark Harris in the 9th district race, but the state elections board has refused to certify the results as they investigate potential misconduct with absentee ballots, making it the last undecided House contest in the country.
In fact, it is an about-face from the state GOP executive director, who earlier this week was calling this just a bunch of Democratic ploy to actually overturn an election. But right now, it looks like these vote fraud allegations are significant. They are real. In North Carolina's 9th district race, enough potentially absentee ballots were either thrown out or changed or harvested by one political activist that it could upset the actual difference between the Republican winner and the Democratic loser, who are separated by just 905 votes.
And that's news, but for the very latest, visit our website at www.barbadostoday.bb. You can also subscribe to our e-paper, email updates, or like us on Facebook, and sign up for breaking news alerts via WhatsApp. We are also on Izumi Media in bus terminals, as well as screenplay at supermarkets and gas stations near you. Now you can also hear us on Mix 96.9 FM. I'm Emmanuel Joseph. Have a fantastic day.